So welcome to the second live session of the this batch, systematic growth group, right? So let me give you a quick recap on what we have done so far, right? We are almost halfway through. I think today is day 42 or 43, 44, I think, almost halfway through the systematic growth group. And let's look at where we started, where we are today, and what is it that we are going to be doing next. So there are three stages of the knowledge business model, right? Digitalization, monetization, and marketing, right? So we all the stages are very closely knit. So in the first stage itself, we are trying to decide which course to create, right? So digitalization is about personal clarity and positioning. So which course to create, right? So very important to know, what are you passionate about, right? Is your passion solving a problem? What is the problem it is solving in the marketplace? For whom is it solving the problem? What are your revenue goals? How will you stand out uniquely in the marketplace? We looked at all of that, right? Because your target audience, for whom are you creating this course, is the bridge between your personal clarity, personal positioning, and business clarity and business positioning. Because the moment you know who are you creating this course for, whose problem are you solving, first of all, what are their problems, what are their pains, what are their fears and frustrations, what are their dreams and desires, what is their untold pain, what is the unexpected gain they are seeking out of you, right? So once you work on all of this, the persona of your target audience, who they are, narrowed down target audience, right? Because it is like, see, when Swiggy launched, they were only delivering food from point A to point B. Now they have Instamart and whatnot, right? Lot of things. But everyone enters into the market with just one offering, right? Ola, Uber. Ola started only with, the taxi service, right? But after that, they added so many things, intercity. Then they also added some food delivery services, but it didn't work for them, right? So it is very important to have that door opener into your world. I call it, in your house also, there is one main door, right? One main door, and then you show your house to your guests. Similarly, in your business world, there should be one door opener, your unique positioning, and then you open up your remaining offerings for them. That is the way to build a sustainable personal branded business. Okay, personal branded business. If you, because as a knowledge giver, you are trying to create your own personal brand. So if you have many offerings, it confuses people, and you will not be able to create the brand like Tony Robbins or T. Harv Eker or Robin Sharma or Mind Valley. The teachers are there, that kind of offering. But it doesn't mean you will not be able to do business. So having that clarity, what you want enough business, and you are okay with not being known with a name, right? If you're okay with that, then absolutely fine. But if you want to create your own, if you want to create your own personal brand, then the approach is slightly different, right? So we looked at how will you position yourself in the marketplace with your emotionally charged stories, right? With that instant credibility introduction, right? And then we also looked at the once you know who is your target audience, then you understand the pains and problems, fears and frustration, dreams and desires of your target audience. And that was my GPS marketing system: gain, pain, solution. Your solution in the form of a system of transformation, because you need to give repeated results to many people, because yours is a one to many program. So unless you have a system of transformation, that would be very difficult for you to scale, right? So our GPS marketing system, basically the pain gain solution system, is your market. Whatever you have worked out, whatever you have written there, is your marketing content, is the content that will go on your website, in your videos. You have to reuse, repurpose that, those content here and there, but the foundation is done, right? So once, see, people, you draw the attention of your target audience by talking about their fears and frustration. You get attention when you talk about their pain, but you get conversion when you talk about their gains, benefits, outcome, their dreams and desires they have. When you talk about that, people want to know how they can benefit from your offering. And if you are able to convey that, you get conversions, which is from a stranger to a lead, from a lead to a customer, from a customer to a repeat buying from the same customer. That's how you create a business model. Otherwise, one time sale is just like hustling, right? Because every new customer is very expensive to you. Profit comes from repeat sales, right? So the, what is the business model for knowledge givers? What is the business model for knowledge givers? And that mod, it is applicable to other businesses also, but because your product is coming from your expertise, it is one to many program. And your, how will you structure your content? What content can go for free? What content can go in low cost? What content is your core offering? What content will be your profit maximizer? You need to, because in other products, how different see, in the jewelry business, you have earrings, you have pendant, you have bracelet, you have finger ring. So there is an upsell, right? So when somebody is buying a earring, we can say you can take a matching pendant. So that is an upsell. A matching finger ring, that is an upsell. A matching mangal sutra, upsell. A matching bangle, upsell. A matching necklace, right? So, but in knowledge product, how will you create upsell? The depth of your knowledge, right? Because initially you will be what you can offer for free, which is like learning ABCD of your expertise, right? You're teaching somebody ABCD of what you are expert at. You are a PhD in that topic. I'm assuming you are. Your content has deep insights and wisdom, and you have some edge over others in your space. So how do you create that monetization funnel? It's a monetization funnel, right? So you have created the funnel, but then how will you attract leads? By getting attention. When you talk about their pain, you will get their attention. Where? In the form of YouTube videos, blogs, podcast, your website, mini courses, assessments on your lead magnet, right? So for that, you will have to build your influence. You have to position yourself as an expert, that you know this, your stuff, what you are talking about. And where that content will come from? That content is going to come from the pain and gains statement that you have written, right? We have worked on that, right? Because if you are helping people boost, if you are helping 12th graders boost their confidence before exam, or you are helping students clear SAT exams, or any NEET exam, or CET exam, whatever competitive exams, right? If you are doing that, right? So if you are helping students do that, then what should be your content bank, right? You should be giving shortcuts and hacks, whatever is a tough topic. If people are not able to if your students are not able to understand that, your short videos or short podcast, it will be videos only in this case, because that will make more sense. You are having, assume you are having like 50 videos on how to crack NEET, and you take some examples, you handle students' fears, you handle their technical challenges, you give them shortcuts to remember, right? So that way you have position, and when they keep looking at your videos, they know that, okay, if I want to take 10 days of personal session from this teacher because I like the way he teaches or she teaches, right? So how to build your, because this is a monetization strategy, right? Lead also you will have to generate. And how will you generate lead? When you have the right content bank that you have built. And where is this content bank coming from? This content bank is coming from the gain statement that you have written, right? So we looked at personal clarity and positioning, business clarity and positioning, and then from the gain statements, right? We looked at how to build your influence building content bank. We also looked at how to create your low ticket lead magnet and a low ticket course, right? In the whatever videos you have seen so far. So what now? Content building and course curriculum design. So we started creating your products and digital assets. So far, so good. So far, so good. You can type in the chat box, right? Right. So let me give you a mind map. I'll just share my screen. Right. So we started with your, call it personal positioning and clarity or niche clarity, right? What is your unique positioning blueprint, right? And then we looked at how will you establish your instant credibility, your emotionally charged stories. We also looked at your values, because that's your ethics, code of honor, and your experience and expertise. And there has to be some entertainment factor also built into your program. All of this we have covered in detail, right? Now after that we looked at your business positioning and clarity, right? So there is a very fine line, right? So once you know what is your passion, from there we came up with your mission, right? And then the 8P process. But for your batch, I had actually given you the complete knowledge business model in 10D. The 10D, if you fill all those 10Ds, your business model is ready. That is how we started, right? The 10D blueprint, right? So then we came up with your mission statement, vision statement, and what are the digital assets you can create in the form of lead magnet, in the form of courses, how to give unique name to your course, and that should be outcome based, right? And then we narrowed down target audience, market potential also we looked at, right? What is the problem you're solving? For whom are you solving the problem? The persona of your target audience, right? And then what is the market potential? Are people willing to pay you money to solve that problem? How much money are they willing to pay? And can you create a product out of which people get pleasure? You're solving their pain, right? So these are, that 8P process actually evolved to a 14P process, but I think in your batch we haven't, there was no need, right? So there was no need. So we didn't look at that, because this 8P and all, when I do an intensive, we go each P one by one, and it is 14P. It's no longer 8P. It has become 14P process. But this is all for intensive, live intensive, 3-day, 9-day kind of intensive, where we go and work on each, each, each part, each aspect in depth, right? So, right, market potential, and then your revenue potential as well, right? How much you can expect to make out of this your offering, and what should be your long-term goal, what should be your short-term goal, and all that happens only when you take actions in the right direction, right? So personal clarity and positioning, business clarity and positioning. Then we looked at your GPS marketing system, the gain pains and system of transformation. So basically we are trying to get you, if I summarize everything, it is two things, right? Which is market readiness and marketing readiness. So when I say market readiness, that's your personal positioning, your stories, your credibility, instant credibility formula, right? Your mission, vision, values, revenue goals, all of that will come in that, right? And then marketing readiness means your GPS system, right? The marketing, when you are putting your courses on Udemy or your own learning management hub, you're creating your landing pages to generate leads. What is the description you will write in the YouTube videos? What is the content you will write on your website? Or if you're on a learning management system, what should be the content for the course that you are writing? What will be that will be attention grabbing and high converting? That is marketing readiness, right? So we were actually in this, we were trying to put all thoughts into trying to make convert them into things, tech things, right? And that's how you started working on your draft version, right? So then we looked at how to build your content bank, right? The pain number one, and then gain, and then creating a question bank. For each gain, creating a 10 question bank, which is doing your research work and also having the what, why, and how questions in your content bank, right? And then we also looked at how to build your influence, and which is organic lead generation blueprint, 24/7 into 365. Identify your lead magnet, and it could be your videos also, but it is all about channelizing them into your list. Now that is, if that is why it is very important to, at least if you're not taking any other digital system and tool, get on an autoresponder, at least email marketing system. Because if you simply take your leads in Excel sheet or direct them to an email ID, you are not able to engage and nurture them in an automated manner. So even if you don't have a website, you don't have anything, I still, you must have at least one list building system. It's called email automation system, like Get Response, Aweber, ConvertKit, Active Campaign, whichever works for you, right? Because that way you can channelize your leads from your YouTube videos or your website into a list building software where you can send them welcome email and set automated, it's called an autoresponder, where you can engage them for 3 days or 3 weeks or 1 month or 1 year, depends what you want. So my next set of videos that you will be getting in the 90 days systematic growth group will be these systems now, right? So far we have looked at the learning management system. Now upcoming session, upcoming videos will be on autoresponder, how to make creatives using Canva. See, everybody has their own way of shortcuts and hacks. So those who have even spent some lot of time on Canva, when I shared my videos, they said they learned a lot more than what they knew of Canva before. Okay, how to make videos in Canva. This is why I'm doing all this, because I want you to be on your own. Even if you feel tech challenged, I have simplified everything so that you can build your own creatives, which are, see, it is good to go. We are not looking at professional kind of a thing, right? Because professional kind of a thing you can get into when you are in the growth stage, scaling stage. But in the beginning, in monetization stage, when you are, what does monetization here mean is you are able to see some money. So for that, if you keep your input cost less, like if you can save money on designing artworks, if you can save money by recording your videos on Zoom, if you can save money by using some video editing tools, low cost video editing tools, and create the course, then that way, if whatever money comes to you, you will be able to reinvest it back into your business, right? So what was the monetization blueprint? We already discussed that: lead magnet, tripwire, core product, and profit maximizer, right? So how will you get the necessary online success? So that is the 4 C's of desired online success, which is crowd, which is called traffic generation, right? In the foundation course also I have covered that. So where will you generate crowd now? How will you generate crowd? The question is how to generate crowd. And we have addressed that, right? How to generate crowd? Via your influence building videos, podcasts, blogs, live on Facebook, LinkedIn, Insta, wherever. But what videos to make in this? And it has to be strategic. You cannot simply make some random videos. How will you make it strategic? When you know what is the problem you are solving for what specific kind of target audience, and what is the gain they want, because all your influence building videos or traffic generation or the crowd that you are looking for will come only when you are solving a problem for them. And all these influence building podcasts, if you see 10 tips to start your business in low investment, or 10 businesses that you can start with low investment, see, so subtly they want to start a low investment business. The pain is they don't have money. With the limited money, they want to start a low investment business, right? And what are the 10 different businesses that can be started with low investment, right? So gain is, okay, I can start a business with low investment, right? So everything is in that headline, everything is taken care, right? How to boost your confidence in 3 minutes, just before your speaking gig or whatever, just before your presentation, just before your TOEFL exam, just before your IELTS exam, just before your SAT, just before your interview. Boost your confidence in 3 minutes just before your interview. So these are the things people want, right? So it is all gain. See that the pain is subtly embedded in the gain. If you see, what is the pain here? How can I boost my confidence instantly? Right? The thing is that the people are feeling low on confidence. So I say boost your confidence instantly before what? Before your event, before your exam, before your meeting, before your marriage, before your courtship, whatever it is, right? So how will you, that is how you will generate the traffic. Copywriting. The gain pain that we have written is copywriting. And the business value, what is the value you are bringing in the life of your target audience, that is copywriting. The how you will create a story that resonates with the people who are looking for you, because your vibes attract your tribe. And how are you vibing? Your stories, emotionally charged stories, your instant credibility introduction, right? And there is a way to share your stories, right? So we have looked at copywriting also, the GPS. When I say your narrowed down target audience, your ethics, code of conduct, what is the value communication of your business, how you have to show what are the outcomes, what are the dreams and desires, their dreams and desires that you can fulfill with the language that you are using in your webinar, in your program, in your courses, in your website, in your videos. So basically, this is like, once you know Sare Gama Pa, you can create only 7 what is sur, right? But you can, different types of music can be created, right? Only 3, what 7 colors, but so many different types of paintings can be made, right? So basic 3 colors only, but the mix of different colors, you have so many 256 color shades, right? Similarly, we have prepared your whatever content, if you have seriously worked on it, right, from your mission, vision, values, stories, credibility, your expertise, experience, right? If you have seriously worked, well thought and put right statements for the pain, the fears and frustrations of your target audience, and how they can benefit, what are the dreams and desires, how they can benefit from your program. Basically, you have created, what do you say, wohi saat sur, or the 3 basic colors, right? And now it can be used in multiple ways wherever needed. And that is why that digitization was such an important stage. It is not about simply recording what you know, right? Because everything has to flow and connect seamlessly, because you are trying to build a serious business. What does that mean is the revenue should keep on growing year after year, sustainable, not like a side hustle, a course you have put on Udemy, somebody's buying, somebody's not buying, some month you're having sale, some month no sale, some month only few dollars sale. Then it is just, you have just created one more source of income. Then you are not, don't call yourself a business owner. Don't confuse that you are starting your own business. You are just starting one more stream of income. The right question to ask is, what is it that I want? Am I happy in my current job and I just want to create one more source of income? Just like you invest in real estate, stock market, gold, mutual funds, equity, you are also creating one product from your expertise, and you have put it on a common platform, Udemy, Simply Learn, Skillshare, Coursera, wherever it is, and it is fetching you some income and you're happy with it. Okay, totally your call. But if you really feel that you want to be in this full time and create a product and your own products, your knowledge based product, build a business out of it, then there is a lot more things that you need to go in more depth, right? Conversion. We discussed how will you convert. The conversion model we have seen, lead magnet, tripwire, and again, it's everything is a mix, right? Once you can attract the crowd with when you point to their pain and you get their attention. When you point to pain, you get conversion. When you tell them what's in it for them, what's in it for them, how will they benefit. And it is very important to build a community. Okay, if you are just looking for new customers for one product, you're not building any community. Community is important. You have to have a mechanism to build a community. Online communities, if you look at any and your communities come when you constantly nurture and engage them, give them massive value, right? When they become your brand ambassadors, right? So you have to have a mechanism for building your community so that you can remain in touch with them. Your community is massively benefiting from you, right? So that's about it, right? Yeah. So now how so marketing, right? Market readiness is done. Marketing readiness, this is marketing readiness, right? From how will you write your Facebook ad copy, everything will come from those nuggets. In software there is something called functions, right? You global functions which you keep calling. I don't know anybody from the software industry here. It is like very modular. You have, or assume these are pieces of the puzzle, and you can keep calling one piece wherever it is needed, right? So now if, see, when you are doing if you are using Facebook to market your, or any for that matter, a landing page, or you're writing a post on LinkedIn, right? You can use whatever you have prepared so far, right? Now how to decide what you must do and what you must outsource, right? So I'll also be covering how various tools integrate, because that was the agenda for today's session, right? Before that, we also looked at the budgets involved. We also had some videos on how much budget is, how much investment is required. And you also got the end-to-end roadmap, not only in the foundation course, but in the systematic growth group also, where end-to-end roadmap. This is also end-to-end roadmap to build your knowledge business, right? So now let's look at anybody has any questions so far? Anyone has any questions so far? Are you guys understanding what I'm saying? May I have some responses in the chat box, please? Any questions? If you have no questions, type in the chat box, no questions, NQ. Then I can move. Okay, would you like to learn how various digital systems and tools integrate?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. All right. Those who can respond, I know some people, some of you are traveling on road, cannot respond, but I just need to know, is it making sense? Is it a good recap of so far what we have done? Right.